Hello dear students, let us continue with the revision work. See here, these are some applications of square and square root. Here, if the side of a square is given and then you are asked to find out the area of the square. If the side of a square is 25 meter, then how to find the area of the square? Area of the square is side multiplied by side, which is equal to side square. Side square means 25 square, which is equal to 625 meter square. Similarly, if area of the square is given and you are asked to find out the side of the square, what will you do? What we have to find out? Square root of the area. Okay, so area is equal to s square. So how to find s? S is equal to square root of a, square root of area. So square root of 8100, which will be equal to 90 meter. Okay. Now here, this is again an application of square and square root and Pythagoras theorem. Here, this is a right angle triangle. What is this side called? It is called the hypotenuse, and this is called the base, and this is called the altitude. Which side is not given? Altitude is not given. Now what is Pythagoras theorem? You know already. What is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem states that a square plus b square is equal to h square. That is, altitude square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square. Now from that, if any side you have to find out, if what is this? Altitude. If you have to find a, that is equal to square root of h square minus b square. So what is h square here? 20 square minus what is b square? 12 square. So that is 400 minus 144, which is equal to 256. And then to find out x, the value of or the length of altitude, you have to find the square root of 256, which is equal to 16 centimeter. So this is an application of square and square root as well as Pythagoras theorem. Now, same type of question with the difference. Previously, we were asked to find either the base or the altitude. Now, when base or altitude is asked, it will be a subtraction from hypotenuse square. Now, if hypotenuse is to be found out, then what we have to do? H is equal to square root of a square plus b square. So, here altitude and base is given. We have to find hypotenuse. So, hypotenuse is equal to square root of a square plus b square, which is equal to square root of 15 square plus 20 square. Write the square root of 15, that is 225, square root of 20, 400, total is 625 and its square root is 25. Okay, so this can be asked in three different ways. In one, it can ask to find the base, maybe to find the altitude or to find the hypotenuse. Now, here you see this question, area of the square is given and you have to find the perimeter. Now, area is given, that means s square is given. So, here you have to find the square root to find the side, and using that side you should find out perimeter. So, area of the square is equal to side square, which is equal to 625 meter square. From that information we have to find the side. Side is equal to square root of s square, which is equal to square root of 625, which is 25 meter. Now, how to find the perimeter of the square? Perimeter of the square is 4 multiplied by side. So, 4 multiplied by 25, that is 100 meter. Now, in some question they may ask you to find the cost of fencing the farm or whatever it is. So, the rate will be given. So, in such cases, after finding out the perimeter, you need to multiply with the rate to get the total cost. Okay. So these are all applications of square and square root in our day-to-day life. Now another type of questions will be this. By which least number must 1250 be multiplied to get a perfect square? Find the square root of the number so obtained. Means whatever number is given will not be a perfect square. So this number should be either multiplied by or divided by a number to get a perfect square. Okay, how to find it out? First, prime factorize it. When we prime factorize the given number, we will get numbers like this, in which some factors will be in pairs and some will be not in pairs. So whichever numbers are not here in pairs, that number should be removed or made into a pair. For example, if you factorize this, we get 2 multiplied by 5 square into 5 square. So here 5 square and 5 square both are in pairs, but 2 is not in pair. So to make this a perfect square, there are two methods. One is remove this 2. How to remove the 2? Divide by 2. Okay. Here, if the question was by which number to divide, then divide by 2. Or multiply by one more 2 so that it will become 2 square here. So, we have two options to make this number into a perfect square, that is either by multiplying or by dividing. According to the questions you have to do. So, here it is how by which number to multiply. So, here which number is not in pair? 2 is not in pair. So, we need to multiply this by 2 to get a perfect square. Now, when you multiply this number by 2, what do we get? 2500. So, the next part of the question, find the square root of the number so obtained. Which number did you obtain? 2500, and square root of 2500 is 50. Okay, and if it was divided by, instead of multiplied, if it was divided by, you need to write this number must be divided by 2 to get a perfect square. And when you divide by 2, this 2 will vanish. So, you will get 625, which has a square root 25. Okay. Now, there may be other type of questions like there is a garden or there is an orchard where plants are kept. Okay, in such questions also, one example we will do. Okay, so that it will be clear for you. A gardener had 1800 rose plants which he planted in such a way that the number of plants in each row was equal to the number of rows. What is the minimum number of plants he needed or he needs for it, and how many plants would be left? Now see, he had 1800 plants. If it was a square, a perfect square number, then 1800 can be arranged in equal number of rows and columns, or number of columns will be equal to the number of plants in each row. But we know that 1800 is not a perfect square. So from that 1800, how many plants he need? Maximum or minimum, how many number of plants are required for planting them in rows and columns? Okay. So what we will think, let the number of rows and the number of plants in each row be x. So x square should be something less than 1800. So what is that number to find out? Let us first find the square root of 1800. So we will get 42 as the square root and then a remainder of 36. Okay, that means if you remove these 36 plants from that 1800, we can arrange the remaining plants into equal number of rows and columns. Okay, so if you remove 36 from 1800, what would you get? We will get 1764. And then 1764 is a perfect square, and when you find the square root, we will get 42. So 42 plants in each row, and we can have 42 rows. Okay, and how many plants will be left? 36 plants will be left. Okay, these are all applications of square and square root. Now please go through all these type of questions. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.